ground and her position relative to the ground. You know, you can see that she was getting pretty low when she did the inverted pass as she's doing here. She's actually quite low, so you've got to maintain that level, but you're upside down, and so everything that was on your left is...
Are you actually communicating with each other during the...
Yeah, they're not communicating, you've got to do it with the
Are they just flying up and down the runway, or are they actually going to do a demo? Demo, yay!
Were you trying to keep your wing onto his windshield so he couldn't see? Was that a tactic?
Yeah, I've dipped my wing in a few things before, but I wasn't trying to touch anything this time. So, I'm actually sitting there pretty good. My wingtip's about 1 metre away from his head while he's driving, and then I try and spray smoke all over his windscreen so he doesn't know where it's going.
Guys, it is one of the great spectacles of the air show. Thanks so much for giving us some of your time, and happy racing.
Thank you very much.
Well, Matt, over to you. See you guys. We have a magnificent piece of military hardware above our heads. Talk us through it.
We do indeed. We've got a spectacular display from the helicopter right now. With me is also qualified flying. Very, very fun. I'm jealous. Where did you go to?
Yeah, I was lucky enough, so it's been nearly 10 years since I've been flying the Hawk, and did my conversion for a year in America, down in Florida. So it was a nice little treat to do that. And then been operating out of now for the last 9 years, living in sunny Delta State.
So the MH-60 Seahawk is basically the Navy's premier combat helicopter. How good is it?
Yeah, it is world leading. So we're very much a jack of all trades for the Navy and aviation. Its primary design is a submarine hunting helicopter, but we could be reconfiguring to be surface warfare. We put 4 horsepower on the side, 50 pounds center, or we can go to search and rescue, utility operations, and everything in between. So very capable. Yeah, so essentially we've been having 13 variants of black hole helicopters since the end of Vietnam, and each year they've got something new to it. So it is living with sensors and bits of kit, and the company has got
And that's an interesting tailplane configuration for a chopper. Not that I know a great deal about choppers, but tell us what's going on at the rear end.
Yeah, so we've got a counter-tail that provides a little bit of thrust up there too. What Marta is doing at the moment, our other display pilot, is just kind of demonstrating the raw power of the Seahawk. So a 360-degree climbing turn using power pedal also, and then down to the right and to the left. So it challenging but enjoyable. We do day and night ops at all kinds of high sea states all across the world, and the ship essentially takes us where we need to go. So quite versatile. We'll pack it up, chuck it on the roof, and we'll organise it.
When you say pack it up, what happens?
Well, that's the unique part about the naval variants of Black Hawk and Seahawk. So we can snap the tail in half, it folds in on itself, turns into a bit of a transformer, and all the blades come back behind itself, and that allows us to stack them like sardines in a hammock.
And what other sort of missions does it undertake? Not just anti-submarine, anti-surface, but anti-submarine?
Yeah, so that's our primary duty when we go international operation, but on the home front too, for national emergencies, we get working all the time too. So over the last few years, unfortunately, there's been lots of fires and floods and stuff like that. We'll help out where we can. We try to discuss the helicopter with the So tell us a bit about the actual crew format.
You did actually say yesterday that when he's performing instead of yourself, he does it all better than you.
Yeah, well, Marto is my boss, so I completely agree with you. Yeah.
You're going to go a long way. You said you don't go backwards. Are they review mirrors?
We do have rear view mirrors, yeah, so sometimes it is nice to see how your engines and motor head are performing also, so that's what we're there for. Not necessarily the backwards flying that we do in the display.
When you're not going backwards, you're going forwards, at what sort of speeds can we do?
Yeah, all helicopters generally get up to about the 300 km/h mark, and we're no different. The problems we have that affect that maximum speed is when we bolt on all those weapons and make the aircraft quite ready. There's Marto demonstrating the wheel now. So he'll hold that attitude up there and pretty much hold it on that rear tail strut and then let the helicopter naturally start coming backwards. And he moves into what's called a Hollywood takeoff. So you'll see this in nearly every Hollywood movie is the normal departure for a pilot. But you probably only see it today with the military aviator doing this. Again, we like to take off to the
So it's obviously some harmony as well.
Yeah, so our normal for anti-submarine warfare, for fighting a submarine, we'll have 25 fire out for active. The big powerful tool that we have that deploys at the bottom of the helmet. We've got a helicopter circle and control at the back of the door right now, keeping us all away, so it's not coming out today. Obviously, flying enable flying. He's got 2,000 hours on the MH-60. He was on our previous variant, the Seahawk Bravo beforehand, and he's currently the executive officer of our squadron on the Seahawk Romeo. He